Oh, here we are this morning getting ready to get started. We've had some oatmeal, some coffee. We are loaded up. Go see what the day has in store. Looks like a beautiful morning. Sun peeping through the trees. All right, we are gonna do the Falling Water Cascades trail and then see what else we get into after that. It's a very pretty trail. These tall, spindly, they look like mountain laurel things of some sort, but I'm not sure what they are. It's a nice little series of stone steps. Now the trail walks along the creek.
Yes, you got a big step.
See that? Ew. I'm a sucker for a pretty mountain stream. She's determined to get the better part of the video of the waterfall.
Oh, yeah!
That's my sister. She does videos too. She's more determined to get the perfect shot than I am, apparently.
It's worth it. It's beautiful.
I'll see your video later.
Okay.
That moss is so pretty in the middle of the creek. So pretty. I love a trail that walks alongside the stream with this many waterfalls. Fascinated by fungi. Such colorful.
They're so bright.
Yeah.
And here's a piece that's like falling off. Oh.
Ah.
Mushroom. If it's just fungi. I mean, which mushroom I guess is fungi. I don't know enough about this.
As we start back up away from the creek, of course it's going to be all uphill, but this is pretty gentle. Nice trail so far. I am sure glad we started early today. We have been in the shade all morning. The wind is blowing gently, and it is still hot. I haven't filmed too much of the trail coming back up because I'm breathing too hard, but I think we're almost to the top. And very nice. I say nice too much, but it is a nice trail. There's a big tree right there. Stand over our back, Christy. Okay. We are almost back to the car. This has been a very pleasant, nice walk. So these guys are cleaning out the gutters and sometimes cleaning snakes out of the gutters.
Yes, ma'am.
I saw one yesterday by the raspberry bushes. They were about
That looked like
lake.
Pretty.
Now, was he black snake? Or
A black
It was a
snake.
big, thick black snake.
We are starting our next hike with a lot of berries as a snack. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And they are sweet. They are just as ripe as they can be. Beautiful. We can't start our hike because we can't stop eating the berries. They are so good. All right, we're going to really start the hike now. We're going to do part of the Johnson Farm, and then where it links into Harkening Hill, we're going to go ahead and do Harkening Hill Loop and come back around to the visitor center.
Not so thick.
Still so thick.
I see a beautiful cluster.
This first part of the hike, besides having lots of raspberries everywhere you look, goes alongside a little creek, some ferns over along the creek, and supposed to come around to an old homestead from the mid-1800s to 1940s. And we'll stop and have a look at that if we see it. Nature's so crazy sometimes. Look at all the knots and bumps on this tree, all the way down to a big old pumpkin-looking root ball at the bottom. All right, excuse the hard breathing. It's been uphill for a bit, but this must be the old Johnson's farm and homestead. There's some of those lovely benches. Got their little crops out back, even a little scarecrow. These flowers are beautiful. There's more of the garden, and not only is there Mr. Scarecrow, there's Mrs. Scarecrow down there. There's what the place looked like in the 1920s. And here's some photos from inside the house today. Picture of the loom that's in there for weaving. Part of the kitchen, and part of the dining area. This is the trail after we left the farm And oh my gosh, it's at least 10 degrees cooler in here. It feels so good. Little bits of a breeze on a hot July day. Oh look, more raspberries.
I'm not sure I've ever seen so many raspberries.
Now we have cut off of the Johnson Farm Loop onto Harkening Hill Trail, and it'll come back around to the park. This trail's pretty well marked too. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if that means straight ahead or keep going up, up, up. Either way, here we go. We made it to the top of something. What a beautiful day, huh? Well, that was short-lived excitement. All we did was walk across that nice clearing and back onto more uphill trail. For another few tenths of a mile, it looks like. But it is in the shade. So we're almost to the top of Harkening Hill. We see a sign that says Balanced Rock 300 feet off this spur trail. So if we're this far up, we might as well check it out. And I suppose that must be it. It looks pretty well balanced there. This is it from the other side. It is pretty well balanced there. Now we just have to climb back up to the trail. That was a sign that convinced me to take the side trip down to Balanced Rock, but I guess we need to finish to the top of Harkening Hill. Right, Christy?
Yes.
Whew. Pretty ferns, and we've made it. Hoorah! Harkening Hill. Yay!
Yay.
We are here. Oh my gosh, that breeze feels so good. So
Beautiful.
good. Let's go see what she's seeing.
Here at this moment.
This is beautiful. Extra impressive just because of the work to get up here. I feel like you can see forever. I just wonder how far away some of those mountains are out there. Well, that was lovely. Now we're headed back. I suppose it's all downhill from now. Not always sure if that's good or bad, but it is all downhill from here, or at least mostly. Away we go. This is a nice kind of a downhill path. Sure, it may get steeper down towards the end, it looks like, but this is a gentle downhill. At first it was real overgrown, but now it's just a beautiful shady trail. On that long uphill, I was too tired to look at any of the, or video any of the flowers and mushrooms we saw, but there are all kinds of this bright orange mushroom. We saw some just real tiny ones just starting to grow, but they're so bright, brighter than most any of the flowers. We found more balanced looking rocks. Kind of overgrown this trail is. Sometimes it almost looks like a fairy tale little path. I am thinking we are almost done with this Harkening Hill Trail because we've started the switchbacks, which look on the map to be pretty close to the bottom, and Even the switchbacks are really nice, gentle slopes. None of it has been excessively steep or really hard for the knees. Here's some of those little teeny tiny orange mushroom starts. We've done it. We can see the visitor center right ahead, and we've done 4.2 miles on the Johnson Farm Loop to Harkening Hill Trail. Gosh, that's hard to say still. Anyway, great day. Good hike, you think?
It was awesome. Well
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah. We are in Rocky Knob Campground, and it is absolutely beautiful. And these are the best sandwiches we've ever eaten because we're hungry and it's already 6 o'clock. But this is a lovely, lovely place. Look at, and there's still a nice breeze. I'd say the temperature is probably in the low 70s. Couldn't ask for a nicer evening. Christy, you got that?
Almost.
Right here by this campsite is amazing number of laurel trees still in bloom, middle of July. I would never have thought that. And the ground is just covered with them. We've seen that earlier in the season in other places. I never expected to see it this late in the year. I mean, even our tent, like on all sides, there's blooming laurel. It's very pretty.
They almost look fake on the ground.
And it's been a beautiful day, but we're listening to thunder, and there's supposed to be big storms coming in, so we're going to test out the tent in the rain tonight, it looks like. Okay, it's a little bumpy.
Yeah, it's a little bit bumpy.
But it's so pretty.
It is so pretty. This is just in the picnic area. So pretty.
So the ranger at our campground suggested we come up here to this overlook. It's called the Saddle, along about sunset, and watch the sunset. But we've had storms moving in, so I'm not sure how much sunset we're going to see. But man, is the sky beautiful. This is actually looking west, where we should be watching the sunset here in a few minutes. I'm sure the wind is making it hard to hear, but we're watching a storm roll in instead. We've seen lightning off in the distance, and you can see a little bit of rain reaching down to the ground here and there, but it is pretty. Wow. I think that's the wind in the trees, right? I think that was thunder.
That was thunder. But, or maybe that is rain.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And the storm continues on. Suppose this is a good time to say good night. Good night. Gotten more intense. Some lightning and thunder too.